Alright guys, and welcome back to episode 2, season 1 of my Kenshi playthrough. So, just wanted to apologize for the last video. I know my voice wasn't as loud. I've kind of situated the mic to be a little bit closer. Um, so it should work out a little better now. If there's something wrong with the audio, just go ahead and let me know down in the comments. That way I can improve the experience for you guys that are watching this. So, where we left off, we had just came back to Shobatai. We made our way, made some money over here, getting some copper. Went down to Hef to see about a robotic arm. They had nothing. At least nothing I could afford. So we decided to make our way up to the northwest corner of the Great Desert, kind of situated over here by Sinkun, and meet with the Hivers for a robotic arm. Well, on my way, if you can remember, I was able to acquire an economy arm left from a group of a group of caravan traders. So, with all that being said, we are now back here at Shobatai. We tried to find if anybody was able to join our party over here in the bar, and I don't believe there was. Yeah, there was only this one guy right here who is now no longer recruitable. So then we're going to make our way over to Heft and see if we can find anybody over there that wants to join our party. So let's go ahead and make our way over there. Okay. And on the way over there, I just kind of wanted to give a little bit better of a story behind Silver Osprey and what brought him to where he is now. So let's go over that real quick. All right, and I'm going to leave this on 1 speed as we run over there, since there's all kinds of strange characters in the desert that I really don't want to run into at a breakneck speed. So, and let's see. So Silver Osprey's origin is he is from the United Cities, and his story is as follows. Born in the dust-choked slums beneath the glitter of the United Cities, Silver Osprey learned early that coin mattered more than people. He worked whatever scraps of labor he could find, hauling, scavenging, the occasional shady job, just enough to avoid the chains of debt, slavery. After years of making ends meet, he finally earned enough reputation with the local guards to become a United Cities samurai recruit. For 3 years, he worked outside the local bars of Heft. Then he got his chance. He finally got to join a crew protecting a caravan headed to Shobatai. But it would not end how he envisioned. Out of the wastes, the group was ambushed by hunters, not the kind chasing animals, but the kind who track people for sport, profit. Manhunters. The guards broke first. The nobles fled. By the time it was over, the sand was red and the wagons were stripped clean. Those who were not obviously dead were shackled, intent for the mines. He survived by playing dead beneath the bodies. None of the manhunters paid attention to the heap of bodies he lay under. Left behind, half buried by wind-blown dust and picked over by scavengers, he crawled back to consciousness with nothing but torn clothes, a missing arm, and a realization that the United Cities hadn't sent anyone looking. Now he wanders the wasteland with one word burnt into his mind: revenge. So that kind of gives a little bit of retrospective to why Silver here is so bent on revenge against the United Cities. They left him for dead, and he was not a fan of that. He did not feel that he worked so hard just to be left out like trash. So Silver here's gonna pay the nobles back for everything they did to him. But before he can do that, he needs to find some fellow like minded people that want just as much, or well, at least follow him into battle. So let's head over to Heft here, and we're gonna see who we can find to join Silver on his journey. Let's slow it down here. Let everything load in. And if you guys also can remember from the first episode, over here is where we actually made a good majority of the money that we have. Now, there was a battle with some skimmers, and I believe there was a bone dog out there that we were able to get some leather and some teeth from, and then allowed Silver to gain some cats, and in turn gave him the starting point that he needs. And it looks like we have another fight going on. What do we have over here? Alright. It's just a slave. I don't think these guys are going to have anything on. Yeah, it's just a slave master. Or slave boss. Okay. So, we're going to continue on and get into the main gate over here. And then we're going to head into the local bars and see what we can find for a friend to assist us on our journey. So where is... Here we go. Here's the bar. And we do only have 1,000 cats to recruit somebody, so we'll see if anybody is willing to join us over here. There should be 1 or 2 people that would be within our price range to join us on our journey. And don't worry, I do have a backstory for them as well already came up with. So once we find ourselves a new recruit, I will explain their backstory as well. So let's see. There's not a soul in the bar. Why is nobody wanting to drink? That's crazy. Is there another bar in town? There is another bar in town. Okay. Well, I guess a lower level bar does not have anything. So let's go up to the top level bar and we're going to see if we can find anybody that wants to join us on our journey. All right. And again, there's not that many people. There's shinobi thieves. There's some guards. Wow. Is there anybody here? Is that just a slave? Okay. Well, police station. Is there a third bar in Heft? I don't think there is. It's a ranger shop. Farm shop. What's this? Okay. Well, maybe we can make our way over to Stoat. And if there's nobody there, then we'll just make our way to the hub, or the hob, which I believe is down over here. No, it's over in Venge. So I need to make my way through. Skimland's the eye. It's going to get a little hairy when we get there, on the way there. But we're going to make a trip. Actually, it's in Shem, because it's near the Shet Kingdom, I believe. I could be wrong. But let's go ahead and make our way over to Stoat real quick. And then we'll kind of go from there. See if anybody is going to join our party. Hopefully, there's actually somebody that's at the bar, because these bars have nobody. I don't know why. They're usually full. I mean, it's already noon. Everybody is doing nothing else with their life here other than rotting away in the desert. So, hmm. But, oh, okay. We have a battle going on over here. What we got? Have some rebel farmers. This is perfect. Who are we fighting? Outlaw, the samurai police. Okay. Let's come over here. And we are going to take some stuff and hopefully get there before the slave hunters do, because this is a prime opportunity for us to go ahead and get some items. And I think he wants to fight me. So let's take a shirt. Let's see. That's a staff. I mean, these are the same thing. I do want some normal pants, though. I would like a hat. Ooh, more money. A pole saw. I kind of want to stick with light weapons for this playthrough. More of like a samurai build. So you have the swords. I'm not going to use any big staffs or big heavy weapons. I really want to stick to light and fast weapons, since we'll more so be a nomad throughout this playthrough. The only building I intend to do is going to be in the camping mod, which allows us to set up a small little area to do small things. I might buy a house over in one of the Shek village or Shek towns. I don't really know yet. We'll kind of have to wait and see on that part, how the story progresses. But I don't like any of these weapons, but it's better. I could do a pole arm. There are some very interesting pole arms. Let's take this for now. Color doesn't matter to me. They're both shoddy. Okay. So I think we go ahead and grab. First off, we're gonna grab this, so that way the bone dog does not decide to wake up and attack us. And let's attack this guy and get some stats up real quick. Not really a fan of where this is headed. He's gonna come by and he's gonna wreck us. So let's move this way. Ooh, he is much faster than we are. That's because of our encumbrance. So, what is super heavy that is on us? Let's see. It might be all the food that we have that's super heavy. I mean, if I can hit him in the stomach once, I could really take him out. Let's try that. Oh, he got us pretty good. All right, nope, we're out. Where are my samurai guards going? All right. We are going to run towards them because they are going to save us. All right, let's see if I can. Oh, nope, didn't block it. Didn't counter that. All right, come on, buddy. Help me out here. There we go. Perfect. All right. So while that happens, I'm going to go ahead and first aid myself. He's going to take him out. So that works for me. And before I do all that, I do want to see. Yes, cats. I like long sleeve better. Scythe. Rugged undershirt. I gotta figure out what's wrong with that texture. But I do want to go ahead. I am going to take all his weapons away, so if he does wake back up, at least he has to pick them up before he can come attack me. So let's check this guy out real quick. Oh, lots of money on him. A stabber. Okay. We're going to take that. And I'm not going to take all this clothing because it's really not that valuable. I don't find it to be worth it to just be taking random clothing. Not with the selling price being so low to nothing. Here we go. The katana, the guardless katana. That's what I'm wanting. Something along those lines. So I'm going to throw the battle hoe down. Is there a difference between these? Yeah, this one's better. An older refitted blade. Might be able to sell that though. Alright. Let's check what is better. We're going to have him hold that for a second. This is a leather armor. This is going to be better for us. So we're going to take it. And that sells for almost nothing. His shirt barely sells for anything. Same thing with the hat. So let's go check some of these other guys real quick. We're going to find out what they all have. Farmer's half pants. Do like the money. Cloth shirt versus a white vest. I want to say the cloth shirt is going to be better. Yes. Yeah, we're going to take the cloth shirt. Get rid of that. I mean, these sell for pretty good money. I might take those. I think I dropped one back here. Yeah, I dropped one back there. Okay. Oh, let's go see what this guy has. Oh, wow. Pitchfork? That sells really well. What? That's weird. Okay. I'll have to see what what mod I have is interfering with these textures. Um, I'll have that fixed by the next video. Who are you? You are a slave trader as well. Oh, don't mess with me, please. Not doing anything crazy. Just looking for some money. All right. I think we're going to go ahead, grab this gentleman, take this. What was that anyway? The scythe. We're going to take the sharpened scythe. And we're going to pick him up so we can work on our strength training. And I'm going to finish healing up. Awesome. We switch right into repairs. I didn't know if we would. All right, perfect. So from that fight, I got no toughness. Of course I did. Okay. But I got a little bit of experience, which is good. So that means that gives us a little bit of first aid experience. And I think we're just going to continue on our way over to Stoat. We're not the fastest, but we can always... Let's actually future-proof here. So we're going to get our character, or the body we're carrying. We're going to keep these on us. But we're going to give him all this. So that way, if we need to, we can drop him and he will have all our weight on him. Now, if he doesn't die before I drop him, there's a chance that he could wake up and take everything that I just gathered. But the hope is that doesn't happen. I don't like them. Please walk away. Thank you. Okay. So, I think our hope right now is that we can make it over to Stoat. We're going to see if we can find a friend over at Stoat. And we're going to sell off all this amazing gear that we have now acquired. And what do we have over here? Ah, shit, some samurais. Okay. They're our friends. Okay. So what I'm going to do, since Silver here is walking, 5 miles an hour, and he's going to probably take the next day to day and a half to walk over Stoat. I'm going to go ahead and cut it to where I am entering Stoat, unless anything happens along the road where I bring you guys back and kind of bring you up to snuff about what's happening. So I will see you guys here in just a second. Alright guys, so I was on my way, barely even left sight of the last battle. Ran into some unsavory characters over here, some manhunters, and they have decided that, better not, there's enforcers around. They have decided that I look like a slave. So let's let them fight. What we got here? Samurai police. Okay. So I'm going to come by. I'm taking my things back. Not too worried about strength training at this point. I just want my stuff. And they took my polearm. Of course they did. Okay. And are they deciding to attack me? No. Okay. Well, I am not going to get the strength training that I wanted, but we are still going to go ahead, make our way over to Stoat, watch these manhunters get clobbered by a skimmer. Serves them right for trying to fight me. Then wow. Even even the United States guards and a slave trader got taken out by a skimmer. Again, it just kind of goes to show, don't take lightly fighting any skimmers. They're not something I'd want to mess with right now. So, all right. If anything else interesting happens, I will bring you in to show you it. But for now, I'm going to continue on my journey over to Stoat. You can kind of already see it right there. So I'll bring you folks back when I get there or I get attacked. Welcome back, everybody. So we have made it to Stoat, and we are in one piece. We lost the pitchfork, but we still have some other items that should net us some good amount of cats, and we should be able to hopefully find ourselves a friend. So let's see. Here's the bar, and it looks like people are coming in and out, so it should be populated, and hopefully not only by slaves. Okay. What do we have here? Mercenary. Is there really going to be nobody recruitable? Oh, this is just strange. 2 bars. Check 3 bars. Well, I guess we check the other bar in town. I don't know if we're going to find anybody. That's a shinobi thief. I wonder if there's anybody that's going to just be walking around town. I don't think we will find anybody walking around town. Looks like everybody that is walking around town is part of the United Cities. So we may have to release, maybe, since we hate slaves so much, we need to release some slaves from their captors. I don't see anybody. So hang on a second. Actually, I was about to say, why am I hungry? I'm not. Well, let's sell everything first, at least. Sell that. Those, and I'm not going to bother with that right now. So that gave us about 1,500 cats. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, guys, just give me a second, and I'm gonna see if there's a mod or something that is messing with the amount of recruitable people in bars, because this is not normal. There should at least be one or two. And if you remember the beginning of the episode, we weren't even able to click on that beetle hiver to recruit him. So just give me 1 second, and I'm going to see if there's a mod that I'm using right now that is preventing me from finding any characters to recruit. Okay, so we're back in. I believe I have fixed it. I cannot be for certain if I did, but let's come in here. I do not want to be on the second floor, or the first floor. We will see. There's still no recruitable people. So let's go ahead and check the other bar real quick. And we're going to see if this bar has anybody that wants to join. I got mercenary. There's a caravan boss. More mercenaries. Man, there's a lot of mercenaries, but not a lot of people. That might just be the United Cities itself. So I think silver might end up. There's a whole lot of people out here. A bunch of skimmers. Maybe they'll end up fighting each other here shortly. But I think first things first, I think Silver appalls slavery so much that he's going to come through here and he is going to see if he can free somebody from their current state of life. Now, I hate to give this man money for a slave, but if it means that I can free them from the life that they have, I think Silver would be okay with that. So, are you looking to trade? No, I'm not looking to trade with you. I'm going to kill you eventually, but for now, I would like to release some people from your custody. Let's see. So, let's... I don't need... Well, let's see if you want to join. Okay. So, where did I just see all those? Over here. Let's head over this way. Maybe you'll want to end up joining us. Maybe not. We will just have to see what her decision is, what she decides to do. In the meantime, we have all kinds of people walking around here. Okay. So I think that now is the time to go ahead and head down south, and we're just going to hit the hub. I think it's probably our best option right now to find some recruits. Because that's mainly what the second episode here. It's mainly what I'm trying to do. I want to get somebody to join our squad, so it's no longer just Silver Osprey. I want to find somebody to really start this journey off with, so that we can start fighting back against the slavers and against the United Cities. So we're going to hope that our friend here decides to join. But if not, that's okay. I'm glad I was able to free somebody and take them out of the clutches of the United Cities and the slaver bosses. So let's... You gave me my freedom and I won't forget it. Okay. And that's fine. That is your decision. I'm not going to... Oh, no, they did join. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, wait. Where are you? Okay. Get up here with me. Nope. Oh, that's great. Okay. Well, let's see. Sisette? Or I don't know how to say your name. Where are you going, Silver? Okay, you're coming back. Alright. We are going to avoid the skimmers. Alright, we're getting back in the city for right now. It is very dangerous out here at night. Yeah. I'm not looking to die tonight. So, let's get back in. Let's come through here. All right. I think we can actually... Fighting? No. I thought I saw fighting for a second. Or hit markers. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can acquire some gear for our character here. I'm not quite sure how to change their name. It's been a while. I think there's supposed to be some kind of plastic surgeon that you can change the name of characters. Let me kind of look that up real quick and I will see. I thought there was plastic surgeons that allow you to change a character's look and their name. So give me a second. I'm going to look that up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did find out that you can change names. It is with the plastic surgeon, but there was not a plastic surgeon in these bars, and there is a plastic surgeon at every Shinobi Thieves hideout. I did not see there is a Shinobi Thieves hideout here. So what we could do is, I really don't want to be mining for resources. I guess our recruit could mine for some resources. We have, that's copper. Copper sells for more. Okay. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to see what is happening. I think they might be able to kill this. So I'm going to come over here. Our new recruit, who is not going to go by that name for now because they are going to have a different name. They're going to go that way because we're going to be mining. Oh, perfect. Go get that. And then you... Oh no. Kill it? Yes, you did. Okay. So we're going to grab up this. I believe the Shinobi Thieves is 10,000 cats. So I'm going to raise 10,000 cats. So that way I can join the Shinobi Thieves. We'll always have a place to stay, to sleep, and it's somewhere that I'll always be able to come back to. So we're going to do that real quick. And once I've gathered the 10,000 cats, I can bring you folks back and invite you to our new character. So until I'm able to get that done, give me a little bit. This is going to take some time. So stay tuned. So I wanted to bring you guys back for something real quick. So as you can see, Silver Osprey here is in a blood loss KO. So while he was looting all these skimmer bodies out here, checking them, one of them came back to life and attacked him. So he lost. He lost his fight to the skimmers. But luckily enough, we had the second character who we will be renaming shortly because we have gathered up to 7,000 cats, and I believe Silver looted enough of these animal claws from the skimmers and plenty of food that we'll be able to make that 10,000 cats no problem. But Secret was able to get out here and repair him and heal him up, so our main character does not die. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to first aid Silver here. All right. And any moment now, he should wake up. If not, I think we're going to have to carry him. Hopefully. Yep. And he's back up. Very hurt, very beaten down, but he's up. And as you can see, our other character here took some hits as well, but she was able to get away. So we're going to head back to the city, and we're going to sell all this and get our character named and read out their story as well. So one thing that you guys can do makes things a little bit easier. They do have that travel together feature here on the UI that either has them sprinting together, jogging, walking, all that good stuff. But one thing I've noticed is that doesn't tend to work out so well. So what I like to do is I like to take and see whichever character is going the fastest. So right now, Silver, even though it is a crawling pace, he is technically going faster than our friend here. So what you can do is you can select the members of your party that go faster, right click, and hit follow. What that will do is that will have all the characters who are faster going the same speed as your slowest character. So that way they don't ever get kind of in a bind, or they don't outpace each other, and it keeps your party together. So just one thing to think about whenever you're traveling around the wastelands. But right now, we're going to find our way back into the city here, and we're going to sell this off, and we're going to, oh, please go the other way. Okay. Thank goodness. That that could have ended our whole run right there. That could have been the death of us. Um, Thankfully, though, that is not the case. So let's go into the bar. We are back in the city, and let's sell off all these animal claws, and let's get all the money we need to be a member of the Shinobi Thieves. Oh, there we go. Okay, so sell all this off, and oh, we're so close. Let's go ahead and sell all this raw meat. We'll be able to get more of it. I'll remove these back up into here. And yes, we have 10,150 cats. So let's go and trade back with her. You can keep that medical kit on you. So let's take our characters. I believe this is the Shinobi Thieves right here. So let's walk over to the Shinobi Thieves. Okay. There we are. There's the boss. Yes, I would like to join. And yes, 10,000 cats. Oh, I didn't know you were still injured. Well, good thing we're a member now, because we can finally change the name, and people will always help us out. So, let's come in here, and there is the plastic surgeon. So, I'm going to get this character changed. I don't believe it costs anything. Well, actually, how about you help me out here too? There we go. Perfect. So let's see. Yep. Okay. So I will be right back once our character is completed, and I'll introduce you to them. All right, guys, welcome back. Sorry that took a little bit of time, but welcome. We are now going to introduce our newest character, and her name is Stain. So Stain was not born with that name. In Heft, she was just another street kid, sleeping in market shadows, living off dropped crumbs and stolen water. Nobles passed overhead in silk litters, while beggars disappeared into slave caravans. Life in the United Cities teaches you one truth fast. If you're poor, you're a mark waiting to happen. When Stain was about 12, she tried to pickpocket a drunken noble during a festival. She almost got away with it. Almost. The noble's guards caught her, dragged her into an alley, and beat her bloody. One of them pressed her face into spilled wine and laughed. "Look at her," the guard said. "A stain on the Empire." They left her there. Wine dried dark on her clothes, her blood darker still. The name stuck. She left Hef not long after, stowing away with one of the trader caravans. She thought the Shek lands would be different. Strong people, honest fights, no silken chains. She was half right. The Shek didn't care about noble blood or coin, they cared about strength. At first, Stain was nothing to them. A thin, desert broken human with soft hands and a chip on her shoulder. But she kept getting back up. Every spar lost, every job hauling stone, every insult. A Shek warrior finally told her, "You fight like someone trying to scrub something off that wasn't washing away." Stain then realized something. She didn't hate being called a stain. Stains don't disappear. They mark things. They prove something happened. She began to wear the name like armor. Years later, scared and stronger, Stain walked back through Hef's gates, not as a starving kid, but as someone who could meet the guard's stare without blinking. She didn't come back for revenge. Revenge? Well, not exactly. She came back because heft is rotting under silk and gold, and rot always leaves a mark, a stain. Stain was not forgotten by the noble she tried stealing from, though. The nobleman found her, imprisoned her. Stain then roamed the United Cities towns, being bought and sold like cattle. Shortly after arriving at Heft, she was freed by none other than Silver Osprey. She will never forget the day she was given her freedom. So that does it there. We have our newest member of the team, Stain. So we've already been saved by Stain once as we have set her free, but thankfully we are still alive to be able to talk about it. So I think with that, this episode, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thankfully enough, our newest member, Stain, is here to stay. Hopefully, we can make some new journeys together, and we can overthrow the United Cities and take care of that noble that imprisoned her sometime not too long ago. But that's going to do it here today, folks. I appreciate you guys sticking around with me for the time. Remember, if you like the content, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Also, think about subscribing. It really helps out the channel. And again, just like I said in the first video, go ahead and leave a comment on what you, some characters you guys would like to see in this video. Also, in the comments, go ahead and leave what you think our party and our faction should be called. That way, I can go ahead and put those in. I just want some help from you guys, so you guys feel included in this as well. It's not just a story that I'm giving, but it's a story we can all enjoy together. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.